Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Monday to each and every one of you. What crazy football weekend, huh? Crazy football weekend. Look, we guys, we're out in Texas. Holy moly. I have a plan B team. I have a plan B team, baby. Them Texans, some Houston Texans right now. That's my plan B team. Hey guys, listen, the market is doing what the market does. We're going to go over. Listen, the airdrops, the EVERS airdrop claim is live. Does work. It's congested a little bit. Everybody's trying to claim at the same time, but it does work. I'll go over. It's really, really easy to do, simple to do. I'll go over a little bit of it probably as well. I ended up doing the claim a couple of times, and I saw a post on X says that you have to, after you poke to the airdrop on your Xamin wallet, you have to switch from the XRP ledger to the Zahao network and just follow the process on your phone. Then you're going to get a notification because the thing is kind of congested. You'll get a notification, so you got to pay attention to that on your phone from Xamin about something that you have to click, confirm, swipe that, and then it'll take off. It'll do what it do. It'll do what it do, fam. What's going on? Boston Mass is in the building. How are you, my friend? Appreciate you checking in this morning. James at the water cooler is in the building. What the world? What's going on, bro? It's been a minute. Good to see you. Is Flare taking off? I hope so. That's awesome. I know I got a significant amount of Flare tokens still at Celsius Network. I don't even know what to do. Have to figure that out. Have to figure that out. Look, we're gonna go over a little. It's gonna take some fortitude. It's gonna take some intestinal fortitude to go through this interview with Gary Gensler. It's going to take some fortitude, but we'll go over it. We will definitely go over it. And I'm going to go over that alarming, once again, I'm going to go over the very, very alarming post from Crypto Eddie and the comments in that thread on X. Alarming. To think that this is the mindset of XRP holders is alarming. Perpetuated by content creators. Not great. Not a great look. I should say the entertaining content creators that are here for entertainment purposes only. Not a great look. Not a great look, fam. Thank you, James. The same to you, my friends. All is well. All is well. So we're going to get into, I'm not going to go over the market numbers because the market's doing what it does. I'm told Bitcoin is doing a little bit of a, thing. I'm told, what does it matter if the Bitcoin's around 44, 45,000? What does it matter? Ethereum's around 2,500. What does it matter? Unless you got your Bitcoin at $100 or less or $200 or less, what does it really matter? Unless you got your Ethereum at $20, $8 or less, what does it really matter? XRP is around 60 cents. Seems like that's seems like a great number for those who might want to consider doing something with that dirty, nasty fiat that they're out there working so hard to get. 60 cents seems like a great number. Elvin Pena is in the building. How are you, my friend? Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the freaking stream. Yeah, the average airdrop claim is live. Awesome. Very, very cool for XRP holders. It is very, very cool. I'm excited about EVERS. I'm excited about it being on this, the Zahao network. I'm excited about any project that gets operated, gets up and running on there. I will be participating because I believe participation is the key. I believe participation is the key. Hanging around, grabbing onto and holding on to your cold storage wallet for dear life is not the answer. It's not the answer. You do what you want with your money. I'm just telling you the key to price appreciation in XRP is not by just holding on for dear life, lighting some candles, getting on bended knee, in prayer. It ain't the answer. But you do what it is that you will do with your money. It's up to you, baby. I'm just telling you, if holding on for dear life to your cold storage wallet with your XRP is not the answer. Participation is and has always been the answer. Always. Bitcoin did not get to 69,000 because people were just holding on for dear life. It got to 69,000 because up to 30,000 people were using it. Up until it grabbed the market share of a digital store of value, people were using it, sending it to each other, using it to buy stuff. That is the bottom line. Ethereum didn't become, I don't know, was it 3,000 or 6,000 is the highest? I don't remember. They didn't get to that point because people were just holding on to dear life to MetaMask and just leaving it there. It didn't happen that way, Elvin Pena. So why no projects? I'm going to go over some of these posts from crypto, some of these comments in Crypto Eddie's posts. It's alarming, bro. It's alarming, fam. It's alarming. And I blame the vast majority of it on content creators who misled the community. Not intentionally, unintentionally. But nonetheless, the damage was done, bro. Damage was done. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to show proof that damage was done. Damage was done. It's going to take Crypto Eddie. It's going to take Mickey Refresh. It's going to take people like myself who understand the idea of utilizing the asset within the ecosystem that the community drives the network. I don't recall Bitcoiners waiting around for institutions to drive the narrative of store of value. Last I checked, institutions just began to dip their toes into this asset class. So if that's the case, how did Bitcoin get to $69,000? If institutions just began to dip their toes into this asset class. Have you thought about that? Are you thinking about that? Do you wonder? Okay, anyhow, we're going to get into it. What's going on, Crawfish XRP? Keyless is in the building. The Lady of Crypto is in the building. How are you, miss? It's good to see you. Look, again, I'm not going to go to the market because the numbers are what they are. You want to go over this EVERS airdrop claim? Let me know in the comments if you want me to go through that real quick. It's pretty simple. I did not claim from my ledger. I did not claim from where I did not unstake and stop providing liquidity. I just claimed from Zayman. That's all I did. I just claimed from the Zayman app. That's it. That's it. What's going on, D? How are you, bro? So listen, you know what I mean? Look, again, we know, you guys know on the channel, I will never begin to tell you what to do with your money. But here's what I will say. If you think that holding on for dear life to your cold storage wallets is going to change the happen and waiting for institutions is going to change the price of your XRP, you are sadly mistaken. If that was the case, why ODL is active? Who's using ODL? Are you using ODL? Are you using it? Who's using it? It's active. I'm told billions of dollars. That's what they say. Why is XRP where it is? It's the communities. It's network adoption that drives price. There's no network adoption. There's no storage demand. We created that. Bitcoiners created storage demand. Bitcoiners created, adopted, and ran with the narrative of digital gold and store of value. Bitcoiners did that. Not institutions, not JP Morgan and Fidelity. Come on. You gotta understand that. You have been misled and misinformed unintentionally, but you've been misled. Been misled. So let me see here. Let's go to X here. Can I share? Where can I share? Can I share from anyway here? This is new to me. Let's see. I don't see a share button. Oh, there it is. Let's see if this works. I'm testing something out. I hit share. Those options aren't great. What options have I got there? That doesn't look like great options. I'm gonna hit share. What happens? Oh, okay. That would work. Fascinating. Crypto Eddie and a couple other people put out that the claim is live. I went ahead and did it. And again, we like to use different stuff for different stuff. So I did the drop for one thing because it was simpler to do it from the Zamin app. I did not do anything from Ledger. I did not do anything. I didn't move anything or anything from where I'm providing liquidity, this liquidity provider, just Zamin. Let's see if I can find it. It's really simple to do. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. I hope you're doing well, miss. Sometimes this thing is not up to date. Player Networks. Here you go, Philly on. That team over there is doing some good stuff. Shout out to Minus Wells. Hope you're well, bro. Minus Wells is an active participant in the Polkadot ecosystem. Not hanging on for dear life to his Polkadot, his Moonbeam. Active participant. This is what we must be, fam. I might as well just search Crypto Eddie. Oh, here it is right here. So I'll put this link here for you guys. Well, no, I can't put the link. Can I put the link? Let me see. Let me see if I can. Collect.evernode.org. Can I put it? Let's see if I can put this in here for you. I don't think I can. If I go here, what happens? Oh, well, maybe I can. Let's go here. Nah, bro. D says, I told people they're not going to let us get wealthy. No, we have got to make that happen. We have got to make that happen. Can't be sitting around waiting on. Did that go through? I think it went through. That's the what is it called? That's the link to do it, to claim your EVERS. If you did register your wallet address and all this stuff like that. Oh, I should have done this like XRP Crow did. XRP showed his thing. He got his EVERS. But it's really, really simple to do. It's very, oh my God. This laptop, man. I don't know what's going on with my my bookmarks in with this particular browser, but here it is here. All right, so you can collect.evernode. What is it called? Org. Collect.evernode.org. I got a new phone, so I gotta use my old phone. It's really simple. So you sign in, internal error. See, you got some stuff going on right now. You sign in with your Zum wallet, which is now Zamin. Let me refresh it. It's so simple, fam. Let's see if it's got this internal error. It's been pretty busy. So there it is there, right? Register, claiming, XRP holder. So I got 54 of these EVERS tokens for claiming. You sign in with your Zum app, sign in with Zum. You poke the airdrop hook after you got to click on this little sentence here. Once you click on that little sentence, what is it? Shit. You click on the sentence and then you change in your app on your phone in the top right corner of the Zamin app. You change it from, what is it called? XRP ledger to Zahal network. And then what I did is after I changed it to Zahal, I went back to this again and did it again. And then I got a notification. Thank God I happened to notice a notification from the Zayman app that I needed to, slide to accept type deal. After I did that, refreshed, EVERS showed up. Thank you so much, the team from Evernote and the people over there. I will tell you, I will be an active participant in the project. Active. I will not be hanging on for dear life to my cold storage wallet, waiting for someone else to make me wealthy. I won't be doing that. What happened here? Why did that do that? Let's go back here. Stop the share. You know what? I don't like that. Let's do this. Let's do this again. I kind of like that look. I'm playing around with my new browser. Oh, by the way, loving the Opera browser. Come on, it's not giving me the option here. Loving the Opera browser. Come on, I should be able to toggle to the left here. Come on. Don't know why it's doing that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's see if it'll give it to me this time. There it is. To the left. To the left. There it is. Loving this browser, fam. Loving this browser. All right, what we got going on here? You guys are looking good. You excited? So let's see. There it is. Let's see. Let's go here. There it is. So true. Phantom Beats in the building. What's good, bro? We have to be active in this. 1000%. We got to participate. Mickey B. Fresh has been screaming through the rooftops. I just, look, this is what I say all the time. We cannot be in this digital asset space merely on being hoped up. That's not going to work. We don't know if Ripple in their objective with the XRPL and XRP is going to win. We don't know that. It looks good, but we don't know that. Here's what we do know. Ecosystems have thrived and created network adoption by way of the retail investor. That is a fact. And it's indisputable, baby. I'll say this again. Bitcoiners did not wait around for banks and institutions and SMEs and SMBs and money transmitter businesses to drive network adoption. They didn't wait around for that. Ethereum maxis, Ethereumers did not wait around for banks, institutions, SMEs, money transmitter businesses, or any other entities to create network adoption. Retail investors. Did you know that when people build on a blockchain, that's a retail investor building? Did you know, the dude hanging out in his basement with his two couple of pals building on the XRP ledger are retail investors? Retail investors drove network adoption by active participation. Tell me how Solana is going to come and change the game when some will say that the XRPL ledger was actually ahead of Bitcoin. But anyway, let's just go with number 2, like the masses know it to be. How is it that Solana comes in and just does its thing? Tell me about the bank partnerships and the central bank partnerships. How did it happen? I'm not saying that can't happen. What I'm saying is the community drives network adoption, period. Community drives network adoption. And I'm going to show you by way of some of these posts how other people in the community are thinking it's the other way around, that it's the banks that's going to make it happen for us. It's the institutions that's going to make it happen for us. That's what they're saying, right? Money, more monkey business. What's going on? Flare is taking off because they have partnership with Google. Yeah, cool. That's awesome. Flare is going to take off when they have active participants in the network, not because of Google partnership news. Is when the Doge community, the Bitcoin community, XRP community gets active on the network. Projects come, which are retail investors building on Flare. That's when it'll happen. That's when it'll happen. You got to build an ecosystem of network participants. That's how it happens. It doesn't happen any other way else. D says to my comment about, waiting around for banks and institutions or Ripple to win in its objective. He says, thank you. They might flip on us. You don't know. We're not in control of the XRPL direction, by the way. Just on a side note, you got to get that. We need numbers of projects building on the XRPL to send and begin to guide the direction of the XRPL. Right now, we don't have that. You can't hold your XRP and get a governance vote anywhere. You don't have it. You got to be honest with yourself about that. Whether you think it's significant or not, whether you think your vote is important or not, because it's just little old you don't have it. You got it with Flare. Have you been actively participating over there in the voting? We got to wake up to the reality. I said, and I vowed that 2024, we were going to start 2024 off with the truth. With the truth for XRP holders in the XRPL ecosystem. With the truth. Not continuing to be hoped up. Not going down rabbit holes of SHA-256 and Bitcoin. Rabbit holes. Not wasting time, energy, and resources on the Department of Justice knowing who the 4 Satoshis are. At least maybe they're 1/4 of Satoshi. That's what's been happening. I think we're finally over this whole comparing one blockchain to the next blockchain. I think we're over that. I'm not sure, but I think we are. 2024 should be about network adoption. I just discovered today that equilibrium gains is not, you can't get it by way of the ledger, which is interesting. The EQ token, which is interesting. You can get it on BitTrue, but I tried to get it on the DEX. I didn't see it. Help me out if someone knows that you can get it on the DEX. All right, so let's share some of this alarming news from Gary Gensler. Then I'm going to share the really alarming stuff. I mean, goodness gracious, where is this one? Gary Gensler's. It's here. Okay, I think I got that right. Yeah, there it is. Harry, the dude is just lying to himself. It's sad. It's sad. Hopefully I don't need audio click too. Hopefully. We'll share it and let you guys let me know if you can hear Gary Gensler.
But yes, investors, I think, should be aware that the underlying asset is a highly speculative, volatile asset. And amongst its use cases is really for illicit activity, money laundering.
Let's see what's going on with my internet. What's going on right now? Let's refresh here.
Is right now first on CNBC following that decision that some have described as historic is SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Chair Gensler, we appreciate you being with us. Let me start by asking you this. Do you consider the decision historic? And it appears that it's a decision that you made either reluctantly or perhaps even begrudgingly.
Well, look, Andrew, this has been considered for a long time, as you know, starting under Chair Clayton. We had disapproved a number of these over the years, and something had changed. I'm a deep believer in the rule of law and a respect for the courts, and taking a new court decision into consideration, we move forward. I think this is the most sustainable path forward.
So it appears, though, from what you're saying and reading through the decision as well, that what changed is not necessarily something inherent to crypto or Bitcoin per se, but what changed was what the courts did. Is that the way to think about this?
Well, again, I mean, we do everything here at the Securities and Exchange Commission within the law and within how the courts interpret those laws. And that's what the American people expect, and that's what we do here.
What is your message to investors about
Listen to
Bitcoin
this.
now? Because we're going to have all sorts of public investors now potentially have access to Bitcoin in a way that they didn't before. We were just talking to Larry Fink. He said that he got a huge wave of new investors getting into Bitcoin through this ETF. You have still suggested to be cautious about it. And I'm trying to understand how you think about those cross currents in terms of the message you're telling investors.
Well, look, Bitcoin itself, we did not approve, we do not endorse. This is a product called an exchange traded product, a way that investors can invest in that underlying non-security commodity called Bitcoin. But yes, investors, I think, should be aware that the underlying asset is a highly speculative, volatile asset. And amongst its use cases is really for illicit activity, money laundering and sanctions and ransomware and the like.
That is what you would call troubling. This is what you would call troubling. That the dude would say this. First of all, he called it a non-security commodity. He just got to get that security thing in there somehow. Main purpose of it is for illicit activity. It's volatile. It's not going to be volatile much longer. Around 5, 6, 7 years from now, it's going to be acting very much like gold. I can tell you that for sure. That is without question. But Gary just continues to lie to himself. Look, it's so very, very obvious that, you know, he hooked up with Elizabeth Warren. You know, they kind of said they're going to do what it is that they're going to do. And obviously, you know, he has some aspirations for getting into politics at some political level. I don't think that's going to work for him because I do think the current administration is going to change to the other side, God willing. And I don't think he's going to have a spot there. We'll see. We'll see. New administration is not as pro crypto as we would like, but they are pro this country. And I think we have to start there. So, but in any case, that's what he got some aspirations. But look, the dude is bought and paid for. We said it on his channel all the time, right? Right. This dude is unelected, right? Right. He unelected. He wasn't elected, right? He was selected by the 8 to top 10 banks and their little things. And they ushered him to the front of the room to POTUS, in front of the POTUS, and said, "This is our guy." POTUS is like, "Cool. And this is what we want to happen." POTUS was like, "Cool." That's what happened. And he's been on an agenda, and then they got the other agencies together. They started the Operation Choke Point. It's still alive and well, without question, it's still alive and well. You still got some banks saying, "Hey, this using this crypto thing's not cool. You got Chase Bank out in EU somewhere, not allowing transactions. If you got accounts through crypto, they're monitoring them and they're not letting them happen. That's still going on. You know, the bottom line is we walked away from being their liquidity pool and walked into the digital asset space. That's the reality. And the top 8 to 10 banks, not so happy about that. Now, you got a few of those top 8, 10 banks got their foot in each side of the thing there, playing both sides, you know, hedging their bets, and whatever one wins, wins. The Bitcoin ETF kind of sent the signal of which one won. That is here to stay. BlackRock made a decision because his customers, his clients made a decision. If they wouldn't have made that decision, it wouldn't have happened. But they did make it. Because they recognize the numbers. They recognize the numbers. Bitcoin is outperforming all the other asset classes. Bottom line. It's happening that way. Right? It is happening that way. Let me get to the stop the share. See, when I stop the share, unfortunately, let's go to the left. See, the other thing doesn't pop up as an thing here. So let's do this. I kind of like doing the double thing. I don't even know if you guys know that's what I'm doing. There it is. There it is. There it is. And let's get to the chat. Let's go here. Alex Sheets in the building. What's going on, my guy? How are you? MB's checked in. What's going on, MB? How are you, my friend? Alvin Pena, you're exactly right. And by the way, the fiat dollar is the most utilized tool for illicit finance. By 20,000x as compared to crypto. 20,000x times more used for illicit activity is the fiat dollar as compared to crypto. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. Alex G says, I hope my Casper like in CSPR and Flare do what XRP hasn't been able to do. Yep. So my understanding, Alex G, this FLR token is doing a little well after this little announcement from Hugo and some other people about the kind of next level partnership with Google Cloud. So that's awesome. That's great to see. That is awesome and very, very great to see. All right, let me go over this very, very alarming tweet from Crypto Eddie. Yeah, let me share and I'll go over that. It's just disturbing, and I'm going to do my best to add my insight and hopefully allow people to not only be hoped up, but understand that the network adoption is up to you and I. It's not up to other people. It's up to you and I to make that happen. Let me know if you want me to go through that EVERS token claim thing again. All right, so let's go here. Let's see if I can't find Crypto Eddie's post. I watched the video that she did, and the most intriguing part of that video that she did was the last minute where the person that she was interviewing mentioned the challenge with XRP. See, where are you at, Crypto Eddie? I feel like I should just search. There's EQ Games. I'm going to look into it more. I was hoping to get some today, but not on the DEX, unfortunately. I didn't see how to do it on the DEX. But Equilibrium Games, a gaming project and hub on the XRPL ledger. Crypto Eddie, where are you? Oh gosh, I hate that. Oh, here it is right here. Take a listen to this, and then I'm going to show you the comments to this post. Crypto Eddie said, in the words of a builder regarding the 10,000 XRP price, 10,000 per XRP price. Now, his comments wasn't really about the $10,000 XRP price. It's about the mentality of XRP holders.
We're using the ecosystem, as a builder. I think that, I contribute one of the biggest reasons why the XRPL has such low participation in comparison to the amount of holders is because of this.
Low participation in comparison to the amount of holders. Where did that start? How did that happen? Where did that start? How did it happen? Part of it is to blame on content creators, selling people on hopium. Part of it is to be blamed, right? Part of it is to be blamed by Ripple, the company, in my opinion. Mainly, it's the early day developers, in my opinion, who made a decision to go work for a company as opposed to building out a DAO. They made that decision. Whether it's David Schwartz, Evan Schwartz, Stefan Thomas, and whoever the early day guys were, they made a decision. And it took them years, 5, 6, 7 years, just to get to a foundation. Years. Which means if you're an employee, how much say did you have in the direction of this blockchain that you're building on or that you're improving? If you're an employee, how much say you got? The devs made that decision to do that. But surely the content creators, supposed to be the most versed in the ecosystem, perpetuated this idea of just wait for Ripple and banks and institutions. Just wait for that. And I'm sure I'm partly to blame in that as well. Right? At some point, I made a decision that this is, I don't know how soon after the outro that I put together when I said, are you participating? I don't know if it was just before DeFi when I started looking and saying it's going to take active participation, but it's around that time. That's years ago. That's years ago. I was more active in DeFi than all of the content creators. All of them in the community. I was all over all ecosystems participating. So let's continue to listen.
Idea that's perpetuated that you hold this XRP, you hold it away, and then one day it'll be worth $10,000 each one, right? The problem is that no one is using their XRP, and that's how did Ethereum grow?
The problem is no one is using XRP. Again, why is that? Right? NFTs came out. I think some people got some NFTs. XRP Cafe came out. I think On XRP came out. I participated in terms of purchasing tokens, right? Used a couple of decks and bought some stuff. The problem is no one is using XRP. One of the bigger problems why people are not using XRP because the ledger was taken in a direction that only NFTs essentially was something that could be done. We needed smart contracts. We needed some kind of hooks or smart contracts for projects to build out more DeFi stuff. Who made the decision when it came to the fork in the road between smart contracts and payments? Who made the decision to go left to payments? Did you, Elvin Pena? How about you, Keyless? Did you cast your vote because you hold XRP? Did you cast your vote and say, I really like to see this ledger go in the direction of smart contracts? Did you get a chance to participate in that? You didn't, right? I know because I didn't. Who made that decision? Ripple did. Just got to understand that. That's the reality. You got to understand that reality. You have a clear test case of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche. What is the other one? Polygon. You have a clear use cases, test cases of the community driving network adoption. Those are all clear test cases where the community drove the chain. Here's the thing that I know. I have won more by acquiring the asset Matic than I have XRP. And we're up on XRP. But hundreds of percentage up doesn't compare to tens of thousands of percentage up. How does that compare? And like I've been saying on my latest videos, last I checked, I haven't seen Brad or Chris get down on bended knee and ask for my hand in marriage. Dormant has been thrown around the community lately about XRP just being dormant, just hanging out. I saw several videos of people using that phrase. It's just dormant. Because people chose to be hooked, chose to be hoped up. And people are taking the lead of content creators, perpetuating this idea, perpetuating this nonsense that we must compare ourselves to others in order to gain network adoption. We have to throw shade on proof of work. We have to throw shade on proof of stake and talk about consensus and Byzantine agreement and all that other stuff. That was going to be the difference. Talk about all this carbon stuff. That was going to make the difference. And it was wrong. Misled. Wrong. Flat out wrong. It's up to you and I to participate in the ecosystem. That's how it happens. Because more and more people looking to build will come if they know they got community engagement. Community engagement. That's what drives network adoption. Again, let me say it again. Bitcoiners did not wait around for banks, institutions, SMEs, small, whatever, to come and create network adoption. Neither did the Ethereumers. Neither did the Solaners and the Polygoners and the Avalanchers. They created their own network adoption, fam. And we can do the same thing. We can do the same thing. That's why I'm alarmed at the amount of people who just felt like they had to go compete, compare, and cast judgment on the Zahao network. The Zahao network is good for the XRPL. It's not bad. It's one of the best test cases that there is for hooks and smart contracts. By the way, I'm told there's a two-way bridge for those concerned about getting rid of their precious XRP and the burn to mint. Two-way bridge, xmagnetic.org. Have you checked it out? And again, I'm sorry that you have been misled and misinformed, but you're not anymore. You're no longer misled and misinformed by entertaining content creators. Just check out, let's listen to the rest of this.
how did BNB grow? How did Solana grow? Because people were using the ecosystem, over and over again with the token, right? So, we're not going to see that sort of increase and even increase in price on XRP until people are actively using it, until there's a reason to use that XRP.
And by the way, this dude is the project founder and owner, if you will, of 2 to 3 projects on the XRPL. Yeah. On it. Let's take a listen to some of these comments. Alarming. What the world? I don't know why that keeps doing that, man. It's bothering me. Let's take a look at some of these comments from Crypto Eddie's post. It's alarming to me. I did a video on that. Just check out that video I did yesterday. I think I posted it this morning, though. Here it is. Can you just let me read the comments? Okay, thank God. All right. Here's Babacugs. Wait, did you just talk about utility? Like banks use an XRP for the reason it was created to begin with? That is a lie. Right there. XRP was not created for banks to use it. It was not. It was meant to be a better form of Bitcoin. What was the initial intention of Bitcoin? It was peer-to-peer transactions. Make it be fresh has chimed in. 110% spot on, Crypto Eddie. Some people in comments might need to watch a few more times. Truth be told, this is it. I didn't see that before. Here's some other stuff. This might be right. This is a problem. Dude doesn't want to listen to someone because they have a nose ring. That's a problem. But it's his problem. So, all right, Flare solves this. All right. Banks need to use XRP for cross-border payments, and that's the heavy use case of the token. Gee Whiz says, I'm just not seeing, listen to this. I'm just not seeing anything worth spending money on. ETH has great stuff. Artists love being there. Solana, the same. Awesome places to play. The XRP eco just doesn't seem that cool yet. Visually, just not that interesting. Visually. And I said in my video the other day, dude, have you been to curve.fi? That monster of an ecosystem and multi-billion dollars. Have you checked out the UI and UX? Were you there in 2016, 2017? Visually, just not that interesting? That's the response? Visually, just not that interesting. That's brutal. Let me go to the comments that I saved. I saved 2 or 3 comments. This is why the AMM needs to pass. Very, very true. Let's go here and see if I can find my comments. But it's very, very true. AMM is going to help tremendously. I'm concerned even with the AMM, people will still be hanging on for dear life to the cold storage wallet. Like for some reason we can't practice portfolio management, that somehow we can't figure out how to not chase the gain, and it will just go 100% all in on an AMM with all our tokens. We can't practice portfolio management. It's scary. Root Network. I got a question for you. You don't have to answer and tell me, but are you participating on the Root Network? You know, they use XRP for gas, although they do have other gas options. The default is XRP, and they're using XRP for rewards integrated into the XRP ledger. Did you know? Are you using it? Or better yet, are you participating there? All right, let me find a couple other comments. I tend to save a bunch of stuff. What is this from XRP Cafe? Talking about NFTs on the ledger. Good stuff. I saved 3 comments. One of them I've already read to you. Here they are. This is an alarming one right here. It's not about people using XRP. It's about financial institutions using XRP. That's alarming. Here's another more alarming one, or here's another alarming one. I've been holding XRP for over 4.5 years, and I never used the XRP ledger. Other chains are so much fun to play around with, and it is what the XRPL is missing. Still holding, but he is right. 4.5 years holding, never sent XRP, never used a tip bot, never traded on the DEX. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you why. Because alarming things like the idea that one day this token is going to be $1,000 just because of banks and institutions. I remember when the guy at Ripple now, not God, I can't remember his name now. He's a younger guy who's Indian. The younger guy, not the older guy. Can't remember his name, but I remember he saying things are going to happen. It's just not going to happen as quickly as we thought. Well, here's what I will say. Did Ripple tell the community to just hang on for dear life? Not participate? Just hang on for dear life, waiting for that 1,000 thing. And again, I'll say it again, ODL is live and active, people using it, billions of dollars in transactions, billions in volume, billions. Solana ecosystem gets billions in volume, and what happens to the Solana price? Did it get to $100? I think so. That's the challenge. This kind of mindset is the challenge. I get it. I get it. Sometimes you come on YouTube and you kind of get your direction from the content creators. I get it. But you've been misled, misinformed. Network adoption comes from community. The community will drive network adoption. The projects have to put out something good into the marketplace, and the community drives the network adoption. That is in anything. In crypto, out. That's how business work. The community. I did a video, jokingly said, can't you spare $10 of XRP on Moy Finance. You know, Moy Finance, you know, that project on the XRPL, that project that has rather four, some root network, but it has four liquidity pairs for XRP where you can participate. They got a campaign right now where you can bridge over, looking to do more stuff on the XRPL, committed to the XRPL and the asset XRP. Are you over there? Are you hanging out? MOAI Finance, MOAI-finance.xyz. Have you been there hanging out? We got people in the community concerned about how visually something looks. Because content creators seem to think that it's okay to completely disrespect a community of retail investors because they think doesn't make any sense. So completely disrespect the Doge community because the content creator thinks that it doesn't make any sense. Disrespect the community by calling it doggy coin. Because their thing that they hold, well, it's fancy. Here's what I'll promise you. More dope. This is a guarantee. More Doge holders have begun the process of generational wealth and changing their lives than XRP holders. Because of network adoption. You can call it what you want. You can claim utility all you want. But unless the community is the number one utility use case, this is a new financial system evolved around interoperability and network participation. The fact of the matter is Ripple has not won in its objective for cross-border payments. It hasn't won. And what I mean by winning is everyone's using it that they sought to get as customers. They have not won that yet. Right? They haven't won it yet. If it won that, the second XRP was deemed not to be security, legally not a security, it would have changed the game. It didn't. Because Ripple hasn't won yet. There's still a whole process to winning. It's still a whole process to winning. And by the way, Ripple is still up against JP Morgan. There's still a fight to be held there. And as long as there's still a fight there, they ain't winning. There's a reason why, partly, that the IPO has been delayed. It's a reason for that it's being delayed. So they just haven't won yet. And we don't know if they're going to win. Here's what we do know. Bitcoiners drove network adoption without a bank partnership, without an institutional partnership, without hedge funds and all of that madness. Ethereum grew network adoption without banks, without institutions, without SMEs and SMBs and money transfer, with all of them, and grew network adoption. ETH, with gas fees beyond any kind of sense. And I have to clarify this. Developers are part of the community. People looking to build projects is the community. They're not institutions. They're not banks. And it goes back to that fork in the road as part of the problem. But now we've identified the problem. What are you going to do about it? What do you have control over? Do you have control over whether or not the banks are going to move faster? Do you have control over that? Right? Do you have control over that? I don't think so, right? We don't have control over that. We don't have control over that. Let me see if I can do it again. Let's see if I can make this work. Come on, baby. We don't, right? I don't know why sometimes that goes away. Let's do this. We don't have control over that. We have control of our own active participation in an ecosystem. Right? Flare is coming. It's not here yet. And individually, as a family, as a individual who, looking to create generational wealth for our families, money is moving or it's not moving. Again, this dormant thing has been thrown out to the community a few times now. A few times. Right? Colin Hughes says, how did Doge get so big, Siege? Doge was started by a community of people who cleverly created network adoption. Alex, you're correct. Maxis BTC just hold with expectation, but they didn't hold until they won the lion's share of digital gold and the narrative of store value. They didn't begin the holding. Once they realized that they won the digital gold narrative and they won the store value narrative, they began to accumulate and hold. But before that, they were using Bitcoin. They were promoting Bitcoin. They were promoting it as a new form of money. And projects will come to the XRPL, but it ain't going to just happen because of banks and institutions. It's up to us. Phantom Beat said, I made bank with Matic. Still my best performer since being in crypto. Yes, sir. Indeed. It was our best performer as well, followed by VeChain. Yeah, they were using they were using their Bitcoin, sending their Bitcoin to one another, buying stuff with Bitcoin. There's videos of their people buying their stuff with Bitcoin. And what we did is say, look how long it takes for the transaction. What we did is show videos of miners and electricity. That's what we did. Yeah, and I'm not suggesting that tokenization on the XRPL is not coming. It is coming. What I am saying is we don't have to wait to create network adoption as a community. We do not have to wait. Raise your hand if you're on Moy Finance, providing liquidity on Moy Finance. Raise your hand if you're doing that. It's a project, has liquidity pairs, 4 tokens, 4 assets paired to XRP, where you can earn fees for trading. Are you participating? Raise your hand if you're on Root Network. You've staked some Root tokens. You're earning rewards in XRP, in Root, in Silo, in Asto. Places to participate. Just to name a couple. Just to name a couple. Flare Network, you can wrap and delegate your FLR. You can actually stake it now. But there's things that you can use your XRP for. Are you participating? Do you get that you don't have to go 100%? Like this whole thing about you have to go 100% all in on something. You can't spare $10 You know, it all happens by participation. It happens by participation, right? It's going to be really interesting to see the TVL when the F asset system for Flared Networks happens. It's going to be really interesting to see. It's going to be really interesting to see. I'm curious as to how it's going to work. Mule Shoe says, I'm on osmosis making money. How are you making money over there? Because you can stake your osmosis. You can earn interest on that, which is really savings. You still get asset appreciation, and you get the benefit occasionally of airdrops of potentially fantastic projects, right? Tell me how you can do that with XRP. And oh, by the way, by deciding to stake, save, you get this little thing called a governance vote by actively participating in the direction of the network. Right? Right? See or no? Oh, I know, Mule. I'm over there. I'm over there on staking atoms, staking injectives, staking Celestia. Absolutely. And staking Osmo. I know. I've been there. That's my whole argument. That's my whole thing here. Active participation in an ecosystem is the answer. It is not institutions. When they come, cool. But I'll point out, ODL is active, it's running, it's doing this thing. How has it changed your bags? Oh, look, I mean, I don't know, I wasn't there, unless Brad and unless Chris got on bended knee and asked for your hand in marriage. Hey, look, if they did it, cool, congratulations. Do you understand what I'm saying? 2024 is about being honest and being truthful with the community and with ourselves. I've been open and transparent saying that at 60 cents, we're multiple 100% up on XRP. We have taken that profit and participated actively in other ecosystems because we want to make our earnings make more earnings. I get it. If you're under, you gotta increase that dirty, nasty fiat cash flow. There's a link in the description. All my videos to show you how to do that. And then begin to participate and earn money from your money. AMM is going to be massive. The AMM, when we get it, is going to be massive, but it ain't here yet. Just understand that. And again, part of this whole thing, this whole video is about helping you to understand why, for, how to 60 cent XRP. Once you understand that, cool. Once you know, cool. We did not drive the direction of the XRPL ledger. XRP holders did not collectively drive the direction of the XRPL. The reason why, in my humble opinion, the early devs are no longer at Ripple is because they realize the errors in their ways. And what I mean by that is it would have been cool to have a DAO in the very beginning with the community driving the direction. And you and I didn't get to do that. And the jury is still out on whether it's right or wrong, or whether it was right or wrong. What I'm pointing out is we weren't there to make the decision as XRP holders. We weren't allowed, there was no DAO started with governance. It was a company with a chairman and the CEO. And the early devs decided to go work there as opposed to starting a DAO. And it wasn't until 5, 6, 7 years before we even got an XRPL foundation and Ripple X and all this other kind of stuff that came. That's the reality of the situation. It doesn't mean you're going to give up hope. But can't you participate on Moy Finance? I see no hands raised in the chat. Still hanging on to that cold storage wallet. Can't have it both ways. You can't complain about, man, every time some announcement or partnership or something good happens with XRP, the price doesn't move. Solana's passed this up. It's doing. You can't complain if you're not participating. Mule Shoe 05 says, love your show, man. Thank you, bro. Corium is a huge gem. Eventually, all XRP assets will be able to bridge to IBC. Yep, indeed. IBC is going to be massive. I'm on the the Cosmos ecosystem. I think it's massive. I think they have a great ethos, and I think they have a great business model. In the end, we're here to create generational wealth, not to fall in love with Brad and Chris. Good stewards, without question. Great stewards of the escrow, massively great stewards of trying to create adoption in the banking and financial payment industry. Awesome. But it's you and me, bro. We create network adoption. We do it. We do it. What's the young guy's name at Ripple? Anyone tell me who that name was? Because I can't remember his name. I can picture his face, young guy. I think he is now, gosh, he's part of Ripple X and Monica Long doing something else. I can't remember. But anyway. Yeah. Phantom B says, heck, you can even stake. Is that Polylastic? Which POLX is that? Because I believe there are two. Which one is that, Phantom B? Which one are you referring there? Is it Polylastic or is it no, the Indian guy, Mule Shoe, not the older Indian guy, not Dilip Rao. I don't know if Dilip Rao is an Indian guy or not, but it's the other one, the Singh guy, and then there's a young guy. So who's that young guy? I forget his name. God, I forget his name now. But that's the case, right? Oh, it is Lasty. Yeah, that's right. You can stake it. I don't know if I'm staking it or not. I think I am. But anyway, there it is. Look. By the way, airdrops in the Cosmos ecosystem, I would look into it. I love the model. I'm going to hold the token anyway. I'm going to hold it anyway. If they created an ecosystem that allows me to earn money on my money, that allows me to still take advantage of asset appreciation when moon, not Naveen Gupta is the older guy. This is the younger guy. Who's the younger one? I forget his name. You guys know? You come on. You got Alex. What's the young Indian guy at Ripple? Gosh, I can't remember the dude's name. Crying out. Right? So that's the ecosystem, right? For me, my thing is staking is saving with risk. Just like saving in a bank is risk. Very risky. As soon as you put it over there, it's not yours, by the way. At least you have a chance to unstake. I wouldn't be staking on any central exchange. I wouldn't do it. But, right, so you can save in the Cosmos ecosystem. You can earn interest 7 to 15, 7 to 25%, depending on where. Stake outside of the top 25 is probably a great idea, right? You still get the benefit of asset appreciation. So that's two things: saving, earning interest on your money, asset appreciation when moon, and potential airdrops of projects. Airdrops of projects, free tokens of potentially game-changing projects like Celestia. Is every airdrop going to be Celestia? No. But isn't it cool to be in a position to just save and earn without having to wait on when moon? Isn't that cool? That's what's going on over there. All right, fam. Look, I'm gonna wrap it up. I've rambled long enough. I just wanted to share some stuff with you. I hope you guys check out MOAI-finance.xyz. Hope you consider portfolio management and don't chase the game. Let the game come to you. Well, what do you mean by that, Siege? That means if you got $10,000 worth of XRP, I would not be putting 10,000 of XRP in Moy Finance, for crying out loud. It's new. But do you have $10? I'm messing with you guys. You guys know I love you. But it's time for us to be honest with ourselves in 2024 and walk away from being hoped up. You want a link? Yeah, let me get one of those links. I got Moy pulled up here. Hold on. And I participated in this new, what is this? This new Voyage Quest thing, right? This Voyage Quest thing is a thing, by the way. It's a real thing. Ecosystems doing these voyages and these quest stuff. Here it is here. Can I copy that from here? No, I thought I could. Let's copy here. Here it is. Bam. Let's put it in the chat. Right? So, right, don't chase the game. Let the game come to you. New show asks for a link, right? What does that mean? You don't put all your XRP, you don't put all your money on anything anywhere. Anyone looking to put all of their XRP on Flare? You gonna mint all your XRP over there? I'm not. I will, what happened there? What the? I will do. Right? I will do about $100. Why? Because I'm not chasing the game. I'm trying to copy this thing here. Flare Networks has got to prove itself out. We're talking about our hard-earned money. It's got to prove itself out. Right? Let's see if this works, Muleshoe. Once it proves itself out, then I would portfolio manage $200. And then eventually $300, and then eventually $400, and then eventually $500. Once it proves itself out. Here it is right here. But don't chase the game. By the way, go to their Twitter, go to their X thing, and you can find the little challenge Voyage Quest thing they got going on, which is it's like a bridging and providing liquidity thing. Like people need to know about how to bridge, how to cross-chain bridge. Vast majority of the community don't know how to cross-chain bridge. Why? XRP community don't know how. The other ecosystems know how. Ethereum ecosystem, definitely. Bitcoiners, definitely. Solana, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Not the XRP community, because why? Then again, you know more. There are XRP communities who went members down a rabbit hole of SHA-256 and Bitcoin. I mean, come on already, bro. Really? That's what's important here. That's what's important, that the NSA created SHA-256 and that's Bitcoin's thing. That's what's important here. Really? Rob Cass said it best. I'm an investor. Exactly. Come on. I mean, in the end, it's what it is. Let other people fall in love with Brad and Chris and Ripple and equity. Are you here to create generational wealth or not? And again, I'm big fans of Brad and Chris. Again, good stewards. They're not going to make me rich. It's up to me to do that. It's up to me to do that. And I'm here to create network adoption for the XRPL. Are you? Are you waiting for Bank of America to do it for you? All right, love you guys. Listen, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I've been rambling long enough. I'm late for my gym appointment. I'm late for my gym appointment. Miss Crypto Siege gave me that look like, are you leaving me? You leaving me here? Right? It's been a cool hang. Happy Monday to you guys. I told you, got my plan B team. Where's my New York Giants fans at? My plan B team, Houston Texans, baby. I jumped on the, what is it, the boat, the whatever it's called. I don't know. I feel like I'm entitled because, you know, locally, I think it's okay if you're from a place, you grew up with the team, but if you move and you're off to another place, I think it's okay to grab a plan B team if it's the local team. That's what I've done. Yeah, let's go. All right, fam. Look, let me wrap this thing up here. How do I let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Look, I'm gonna end this live stream like I do all my live stream. Thank you so much, Mule Shul, for hanging out today. Did that link work? I think I sent it. I think I did. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out, Mule Shul. And Phantom B, appreciate you being here. Alex Yeet, Rudy Poole, MB, Colin Hughes, appreciate you checking in this morning. Elvin Pena, I appreciate each and every one of you. D checked in. More monkey business checked in. I appreciate you being here. Crawfish, my guy, appreciate you being here. Keyless, the lady of crypto, changed at the water cool. It's been a minute. It's glad to see you, bro. Boston, Mass. I appreciate each and every one of you guys checking in today. I'm going to end this live stream like I do all my live streams. Remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.